I think I tried pretty much every single AR smart glasses on the market. It's not a healthy thing to do, and it's arguably pointless having just a single set of eyes, but I'm gonna be honest, I was really looking forward to this. I think I even stoked a bit XREAL to make this happen, but hey, here we are. It looks like a phone and might act like a phone, but its purpose is actually to go through the limitations of our phones, unlocking the possibility to use millions of apps directly from the Play Store in a full AR spatial way. For media, movie, games, productivity, and multitasking. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. Hey, Ty here, so welcome to the VR Tech channel. Let's discover together the XREAL Beam Pro, the smart device to get to power finally a real AR experience with our glasses. So is this spatial computing? Let's get into it. Let's start with the box, of course. It's gonna be quick as the content is pretty much straightforward, because inside, in full 2024 fashion, you're gonna find your XREAL Beam Pro in all its glory. And I'm gonna say it's bigger than what I was imagining. There are some instruction manuals and that's it. I although really dig the design, the back is in a white polycarbonate, very cool to the touch and reminds me of the old Lumia phones. It has these very cool reddish orange accents. On the side we have the power button, the volume rocker and the orange dedicated button to switch our view. The opposite side, it might look like a SIM card tray, but it's actually a micro SD card slot, supporting up to 1 TB of SD card storage. And look at these cameras, don't worry, they're not far from each other to make it look different from all the other phones, but to actually mimic the spacing of the human eyes, to enable one of the coolest features of this XREAL Beam Pro: 3D spatial photos and videos that you can shoot here and actually relive and enjoy with your glasses. And where it gets weird is on the bottom, by the way. We have 2 USB Type-C ports. One is for the power and the other one dedicated to its perfect companion, the XREAL Air, Air 2 or Air 2 Pro, and even the upcoming Air 2 Pro Ultra. 2 USB, so potentially you can have infinite battery life while using them. But let's get through some specs, shall we? The XREAL Beam Pro has a full HD 6.5 inches display on the front. It's powered by the Snapdragon Spatial Companion processor. What? It comes with 6 or 8 GB of RAM and 128 or 256 GB of storage. It has Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2 to connect to any device and is running on Android 14 in conjunction with Nebula OS. That's what you're gonna see after connecting the glasses. The first setup will be very familiar, as it will be like any other Android device. This is on purpose, is actually to reduce the learning curve and make it usable out of the box to pretty much everyone. But the cool thing is that when you connect the glasses, you actually get transported right away in Nebula OS, over here. Finally, with full capabilities. You know, when I talked about these glasses in the past, as any of us, I used to complain about the fact that many of the apps we were expecting weren't just in there. We were able to mirror our display from our phone, but that wasn't really ideal for different aspect ratios. And this was due to a limitation of Android. So XREAL decided to take all the matter in their hands, create a device to actually, go over those limitations. That's why we have this. Being able to build the platform they always wanted. And with that, of course, as they say, bringing millions of apps on our AR glasses. With a full spatial AR implementation and full Android support. And of course, the Play Store to use every single Android app in here. Hell yeah! And let's get a tour in the glasses, because this is a completely new interface and a completely new software for XREAL directly. And this is Nebula OS. At this point, your XREAL Beam Pro will become a big touchpad with which you can interact to everything using the phone, the XREAL Beam Pro as a laser pointer pretty much. The interface of the glasses will look very familiar with this layout. Of course, we're talking about the PS Vita, but at least you're not gonna need a 2.0 update to actually move your apps around the home screen. And that's good. Here we will find all the apps that you installed on the phone through the Play Store or any way you want to install them. As you can see, I have Moonlight, Xbox, Prime Video, YouTube. Every single Android app that I tried from the Play Store worked flawlessly here. When you open an app, that will display right in front of you. It's gonna be in a portrait mode, or you can click over here and have the landscape mode available as well. You can of course move it around as you will, make it larger, smaller using the touchpad, or just clicking over here on Windows side to snap to different position directly. As you can see, that will stay in a position fixed in space, so with the 3D OF of the glasses you can look around, that will gonna be there like a giant TV. But if you want, you can press on the red button over here, nothing is gonna explode, but you can switch to smooth follow, so the screen is gonna follow you around with this nice, like a smooth way to don't make you sick, of course, because motion sickness is a bad thing. But let's go back to body anchor, because one of the coolest things is that you can actually open two apps at the same time. So you can have Chrome on a side and the Play Store on the other, movie or something like that. Full multitasking, you can click here to actually switch the positions, so you can give like, you know, the focus to the one that you need the most in the moment, and kind of start your spatial computing platform like that. By the way, as we say, you can actually resize the windows, but you can't bring them closer or further away from you, and that will be absolutely something I would like to see for something like Moonlight, to actually stream your PC directly in here. As you can see, if I could move it closer to me, it will be so much nicer because it will feel like a monitor and I could just still multitask or do other things, maybe watch a movie on my right. Come on, XREAL, I know that you can make it happen. By the way, little extra, you can actually have two apps open like you're seeing right now, and a third app open on your phone, so you can see something at the same time as you're still working on your XREAL Beam Pro. Not a phone. And by the way, because we're talking about a full Android implementation, you can actually connect any Bluetooth accessories like a keyboard and mouse to use like these as two big monitors, or even a gamepad to use with Game Pass, for example, that here really works like a charm thanks to the Wi-Fi 6 connection. The latency with it is very, very good. Actually, one of the best experiences I had with Game Pass. I don't know if they improved on their hand, but it's very awesome. Where these glasses actually shine though is for media consumption, like always. Let me switch over here because yeah, you can watch a full movie in here, no problem at all. And because of the Play Store and the full DRM free, you can actually watch any movie without any limitation, like you're seeing right now. So you can put your movie in, close the other one, make the screen extra big, and enjoy your experience. Nice. I actually took it to Paris for a small vacation. My plane experience was absolutely amazing because I just watched the movie in there instead of being in the most cheap cabin from EasyJet. I mean, it was like sitting in a movie theater, and the battery after the entire movie was around 55%. So yeah, after a plane ride and a full movie, I was left with the camera to take 3D pictures around. But let's get to one of my favorite features, that actually these two cameras. You see, I became a dad over a year ago, and besides being pooped all over, I actually started to become like soft as a Twinkie. So if you give me the opportunity, you can actually relive some moments with like some spatial photos and videos, you get me right away. Congrats. You got the softie. I actually fell in love with this feature with the Vision Pro, but this is a $3,500 thing starting at, and this is like a sixth of the price altogether. And also, you're not gonna look like a dork taking picture, but a regular person snapping pictures with a phone. That's what everyone does nowadays. And these two cameras will give you the beloved spatial videos and photo possibilities with an actual sense of depth. And that's because the two cameras actually are far from each other, 50 millimeters to be exact. And with that, they're kind of emulating the IPD, the interpupillary distance that there is between our eyes, to get a very similar and believable sense of 3D. I don't know if they're my stupid daddy eyes to talk, but I find it amazing. Everything happens in here, there's no post-processing on the PC or anything like that. You just click on the camera button that looks like two emoji eyes, you go on spatial photos or spatial videos and you just snap it. Bear in mind, it will work best with good lighting condition, as they went for high megapixel cameras that are kind of famous to gather less light in each pixel, but they should give a higher resolution. The 3D also works best with subjects around 1 to 2.5 meters of distance. They're not the most amazing pictures in terms of quality, I think they can improve that a bit via software, but you don't really need to zoom in. The point of it is to have what happened when you took the picture back in front of you, like a little portable DeLorean. And with the glasses, you can watch everything back through the gallery app. What you see, by the way, are some examples, but when you're in the glasses, you get the full 3D, with also the possibility to shoot 3D videos at 1080p up to 60 frames per second. But hey, this time you can even put your XREAL Beam Pro in your pocket while you're using it. You just have to click this lock button over there, turn off the screen, and just chill and relax, something that we weren't able to do before with our phone, again because of the limitations of Android. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing here. It's kind of a game-changing thing for this type of glasses. It became my favorite phone camera, even if it's not a phone. But I'm gonna be honest, the camera on my actual phone is actually pretty crappy because I have this thing that's just bad. But it's for sure the best way to make this an actual spatial AR platform. It's not perfect though, the touch feels a bit weird. I wish it came with a screen protector, as it's kind of impossible to find one right now, as I scratched my screen already thanks to my other phone being jealous in my pocket. The camera focus is struggling a bit with subjects, and the software is still clearly 1.0, still completely functional and usable. To be honest, I'm pretty impressed with it, but it's a first version. I can't really wait to see what they're gonna bring in the future. If I can put it wish list, it will be the ability to convert normal pictures to actually spatial pictures to enjoy with our glasses, and as I said before, the ability to bring the screen closer to us to make it more readable. But yeah, those are my top two. Thanks XREAL for working on it already. Oh, and I didn't mention it before, it actually supports WebXR and also AR apps that are gonna be a major thing when the next generation glasses, the Ultra, are gonna be widely available on the market with the full 60F tracking. And this is gonna be their brain once again. But yeah, I really love the fact that you can use all your Android apps, your accounts, everything in here without any problem. If you want to know more about the glasses themselves, I actually made a video about it. I'm gonna leave it in the description below, but I really wanna focus more on this thing because that's what changes things for real. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you discovered a bit more about this device, how to use it, and what is the meaning of it for the XREAL platform. If you have any question, please let me know in the comments below. As always, I'll try to answer as many as possible. But anyway, guys, as always, if you like the video, like. If you didn't like it, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more VR tech. If you really love the channel, join button there. Little them further, also the Patreon. Thanks to all the patrons who join the channel, of course. And I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.